Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Kitty G, and I'm back again. We're doing another Euro. Why do I say Europa League too much? The Euros. We're going to be doing a review of the games, and we're going to do a preview to this game week's games. And I got my guy Monster with me. Monster, what you saying, bro?
Hey, same old, same old. Hey, am I muted?
No, you're not muted. You're
Oh, I'm
you're
not
not
muted.
muted. You're good.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look back at our predictions, how they went, and we're gonna look forward at the predictions for the new game week. And I did some of the predictions. So I already predicted the Russia game, and I got it perfect for us. So you don't gotta worry. But we're gonna go look back at our predictions, see how we did, and see what everyone's saying. People in the chat, big up to everybody in the chat watching. If you haven't already tuned into the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We got a new target today's video. How many likes, Monster, do you think we should get on this video today?
How many people we got so far?
No. I mean, how many? What's the like target for everyone watching at the end of the video for the playback? 100 likes, 200
100
likes,
likes. Let's just say 100 likes.
100 likes.
100.
Get us to at least 100 likes for today, guys. Get us to at least 100 likes, and big up to everybody watching. So the first question I gotta ask, Monster. First question I gotta ask: when we seen the Eriksen thing, we need to start with that. Honestly, bro, heart stopped for a second for the guy. I felt like I was worried. Like I was worried for him. Like I was like, yo, Eriksen. Like I did not see that coming. This is a fit athlete. This is a professional. This is a seasoned pro who plays in, week out. And the scenes from what we've seen over there, honestly, shocking scenes.
Yeah.
Absolutely shocking scenes. And the only way we can start is we wish the best to him, his family, and honestly, I hope he's okay. And I hope that he can get back in playing football, because if you don't know, Daley Blinn has a pacemaker, and he has a similar situation where, and it was just like, it was worried. I was worried for him, and I'm just happy that he's okay. And it shook up a lot of people. How'd you feel when you seen that, man?
Yeah, it was hard to watch, man. When it happened, I was just hoping that, listen, I wanted them to cut the I turned off my screen anyway, but I wanted them to cut the feed. I even watched the whole thing. I just thought, damn, like when I saw them pumping his heart, it just looked like he might possibly, the worst might possibly happen, innit? And I was just praying and hoping for the guy that it wouldn't happen, innit? So now I think I think we're all thankful that nothing happened and he didn't pass away, thank God. And now I guess the problem now is whether he's going to be able to continue and play football. I doubt it, because you've got to think about it from the whoever recommends him as well. And if something ends up happening to him, that person's now liable. So I doubt any doctor would recommend, him to be able to play again. So yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I guess there's no point speculating now, is there?
Yeah, all I gotta say is, you see the picture right there. We're happy to see that he's healthy, up and okay, and he gave the thumbs up to the cameras before everything happened. But we're gonna get back to that game and if it should have continued or if it shouldn't have continued, because that was in itself was scandalous what they did, right? And I know you probably had a different take on it. What did you think? Did you think the game should have continued?
No, I don't think the game should have continued. I think they listen. I know this is speculation on my part, but I just have this strong feeling, this inkling that UEFA forced them to continue to play that game. Sometimes you have to take the matter out of the hands of the players. You shouldn't even have to ask them. Like, come on, their teammate, and probably he's got some good friends in there. They almost just watched him almost die. Do you get what I mean? So you've got to give them at least a day to then come back and see whether they're fit to play. Like mentally, there's no way in hell they could have been mentally ready to play. So yeah, they shouldn't have played that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, facts. People, do me a favor, smash that like button, like the video, and let's continue this conversation. So let's just get these games up, Monster. We're gonna get the games up, and we're gonna look at our predictions next to the actual results, right? So game week 1, first game, we predicted a draw. It ended up being Italy convincing 3-0 victory. Did you expect Italy to be that good?
I mean, when you look on paper, When you actually look at it on paper, they probably should have won because Italy was so much. Their team, whether you look, they've got a team full of stars. Whether in defense, they've got the veterans Chiellini and Bonucci. In midfield, Barella, Locatelli, and Jorginho. In attack, Insigne, Immobile. So I guess on paper they should have won, innit? I just didn't know they would be that good, but I'm not surprised. Sometimes when you look at these tournaments, you look at the midfield, it usually wins tournaments, and you saw how great Italy's midfield was. So I guess it didn't surprise me, man.
Yeah. Everyone watching on Twitter, come join us on YouTube for the rest of the video. The link should be somewhere on my channel. But yeah, come check us out, guys. Anyways, now going back to this monster. Let's go through these games quickly.
Yeah.
The Wales game. It was a dead game, bro. Dead game. Switzerland Wales was not that good. It was overall it was not the best game. It ended 1-0.
1-1. 1-1.
It ended 1-1, but I had a Wales 1-0 prediction.
Yeah.
And there you go. So our prediction was 2 for 2 were wrong, but we got a point because the team that we picked got a point.
Yeah.
So going into the next game should have never continued, but unfortunately, in unprecedented events, the goal that he conceded, I don't think Kasper Schmeichel concedes that goal if it was a different day. Come on, let's be
facts. Real. We all know they shouldn't. They were never in the right state of mind to play. So for them to lose that game, are we surprised? How can we be surprised? That's what was going to happen. And when they ended up losing, they weren't themselves, man. They weren't themselves. I think it was wrong to let them play in it. But yeah, they ended up losing now. So yeah.
It was a sad state of affairs. I did not expect that to take place, and I did not expect them to concede the goal in the fashion that they conceded it in too. They conceded that goal in an ugly fashion, man. And you don't expect that from a seasoned pro in Lloris. Now the Belgium game. Before we go any further, I need to stop this right here, and I need to bring up a certain individual. Because did you see how this Belgium game was so personal for Lukaku? Did you see how Lukaku literally said before the game he cried? The man literally said he took this as personal as possible, in the sense that, like, this is his friend, this is his teammate, this is a man who he spent more time with than his family. And before the game, he was in tears, he was crying, he was in so much emotions. And after the game, to be man of the match, to be on the pitch praying for your friend, and when they scored, did you see what he did?
Yeah, he ran to the camera and said, "Christian, I love you," basically.
Yep, he ran to the camera, grabbed the camera, and showed how much it meant to him, how much his friend meant to him. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. The story might have been Eriksen on that day, but the person who really brought it home, and for everyone to realize that this guy Eriksen is loved by the whole world, was Lukaku. His message was, "Today we play football, but I don't care about that. I might have been man of the match. I might have done this. Belgium might have won 3-0. But the main thing that we're going to be talking about today is my friend, my teammate. I want to know how he's feeling. I hope you're good. I want to let you know we love you. This is that." And that just goes to show you, football is the most important things of the least important things.
Yeah.
In this world. Someone said that once. Who said that quote? I don't remember off the top of my head right now. But my point is, this is just goes to show you who the real people are in football, man. Who the people who care about each other, who the people who actually genuinely do things for each other. And you know what? Big ups to Lukaku for this, man. Scoring a goal, dedicating it to his friend. And you know what? I think Belgium are gonna go far.
Yeah, I mean, Lukaku, listen, he's proving doubters wrong. For the people that were saying he's this, he's that, he's first touch, he's blah blah blah. The guy balled out the other day, and he's going to continue to ball out. This guy, he's not the same player we knew that was at Man United. He's now a much better player, isn't it? So he's proven it. He's proven it. This guy's a player, man. He's a player.
Facts. And some people saying take him to Chelsea. What you said about that?
I mean, if we get the chance to buy him, if we got to listen, our main target is Haaland, but if we don't get Haaland, then Lukaku should be the next target in mind, 100%.
Lukaku to Chelsea? Question mark. People in the chat, let me know. But we're going to talk about this Belgium team. Belgium did not have Kevin De Bruyne or Hazard, and they still won that convincingly. Are you surprised?
I don't think Hazard will make any difference right now because he's not the same player we once knew. But De Bruyne would make a huge difference, and they could have probably beaten them even worse if De Bruyne was there. But Belgium do look good without them.
Yeah, so we predicted the 2-0. They won 3-0, so we got 4 points. Moving on to the England game.
Damn,
Game. We predicted 1-1. You know, we didn't give England a chance to win this game. No, we gave them a chance, but we didn't give them the chance of winning this game. Are you surprised that it was only a 1-0 it was only a 1-0 victory, or did it all sound like it was going to be that the whole day?
I mean, we predicted 1-1, so we weren't far off. I mean, that game could have easier ended 1-1 or 0-0. England were a little bit wasteful, but I think it's a fair result. Sterling scored. Yeah, I think it's a fair result, man. I mean, what more can you say? England did win, and yeah, the Croatia we once knew, or we knew at the 2018 World Cup, is not the Croatia we're seeing right now. A lot of Asian stars, a lot of their players have retired as well. Obviously, Rakitic, Mandzukic is not there as well. They got Asian stars like Modric and Perisic. So yeah.
So the question is, with England, did you feel like this was a good game, or did they have or just to win it's a good game? You don't care?
Yeah, I think in the tournaments, listen, it's very rare that teams just dominate and win. You know what I mean? Very few teams even do that. A lot of times it's 1-0ers and things like that. So they did what they did. They did what they needed to win. Do you get what I mean? So we can't really complain, can we? They did what they did what they needed to win, innit?
So is it coming home?
No, it's not coming home, bro. Come on, let's stop that nonsense. It's not coming home.
So it's not coming home. All right, you guys heard it there from Monster. It's not coming home. But big up to Raheem Sterling scoring his first goal, MBE, being the first guy named with the MBE to score a goal for England. And you know what? That's a record. England's first win in a group stage of a knockout tournament for the first time to win their first game. Now, Austria,
I think it's of the Euros, not a knockout. Is it a knock? Is it of the Euros?
No, in the knockout, the first time in a long time, I guess, that they win their first game in a World Cup or Euros. No, what about Austria and Macedonia? We picked them to win 1-0, but did we expect it to be a 3-1? And Arnautovic came out of this looking like a bad guy. He got banned, you know.
He got banned for one game for obviously what he said. I think he made some xenophobic remarks. But yeah, unbelievable, man. Do you know what I mean? Those crosses he put into the box were just, yeah, those were crazy. Obviously, Arnautovic playing some good football. Sabitzer as well playing some good football as well. Yeah, I didn't expect them to pam North Macedonia like that, but North Macedonia did put up a good fight, if we're being honest. But yeah, at the end of the day, we did get a win, right? But yeah, we didn't get the score right, did we?
No, we did not. No, we did not. Just before we go to the next one, I'm just gonna show you this guy, and I'm just gonna say, yo, was that the game of the tournament so far?
Which one?
Was this the game of the tournament so far with the
probably
winner from
Denzel Dumfries? Yeah, probably it was. Probably that was a really good. That was a really good game. Obviously, Netherlands playing. Listen, Netherlands. That game was mad because they first struggled to to score. You know, they had chance after chance after chance. They couldn't score, and then finally they broke the deadlock. Got 2 goals, and then Ukraine coming back, scoring 2 goals. And then obviously at the end, Denzel Dumfries, you know, put an end to the game. It was lovely football. They have some ballers in there. Frankie de Jong, who I've spoken about numerous times, one of the best defensive midfielders in the world. Do you get what I mean? And he's just, yeah, that team, they were good. They were good, but they were very vulnerable at the back in it. But they were good.
They were good. They were really good. Hey guys, I'm gonna just say this: Yamalenko's goal was sick, but the fact that Frank de Boer made 2 substitutions and immediately conceded 2 goals. Frank de Boer tax. You called it, right? You said it. Frank de Boer tax.
And the
That's it.
Vortex.
That's all it is. It's just a Frank de Boer tax, and we keep it moving because unfortunately the man was a madman, and the game was a beautiful game. Denzel Dumfries looks like he's one of the most attacking right backs I've seen in a long time, next to Hakimi, who might be going to Chelsea also. So there you go. Chelsea keep
Another
winning.
one.
Another one. But
Another one.
fucking hell, you guys want everybody. But let's keep it moving. The next topic. You know what the next game was? Oh, by the way, you know what our prediction was for the Netherlands game?
What was our prediction?
Our prediction
Draw.
was Netherlands to win,
Oh.
but we didn't predict such a high scoring game like that. We predicted a 2-1.
So not too bad.
What?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Shout outs to the Ukraine as well, with Andriy Shevchenko, former Chelsea player and legend in the game. One of the best strikers of his generation. Shout outs to him. They did well, man. They played some good football.
Tell me about this. Ukraine scored 2 goals, and both of them were nice. Then Netherlands comes back and scores 3 goals. Are Netherlands just going to be this team that concedes like a bunch of goals this tournament, or are they going to be better going forward later on?
Wait, say that again?
Do you think Netherlands going to be better going forward later on when they have the lit back and they have a more solid team? Because right now they've been this game was shaky.
I was wondering, where is the Ligt? Why did he not play?
The lit is somewhat injured, and he's going to come back. He's going to be back for the rest of the tournament soon, but he missed this game, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, they didn't. There's no De Ligt, obviously. There's no Virgil van Dijk, so of course they're going to suffer. They're going to suffer. What do you call it? They're going to suffer. They're going to suffer in it.
So, if you were to say what was the games of the tournament so far, the best game so far,
it would be Netherlands. The Netherlands game.
If there was another candidate.
The France-Germany. I thought that was, even though it was just 1-0, I thought that was a really, really good game.
Interesting. So you thought the France-Germany game was comparable to the Netherlands-Ukraine game, or even
no?
close?
It's not on the level, but it was really good. Also, just the one that we just finished, Turkey and Wales. That was a really good game as well. That was a really, really good game.
I was gonna say Poland. I was gonna say no. I was gonna say the game Scotland versus.
That was a good game as well. That was a good game as well.
Czech Republic, because the quality of the goal that was scored in that game.
You said which games were the best, not the goals. You said games.
No. It's the game, but the game was good because of the goals. But let's get to that game. We picked Scotland, Czech Republic to draw.
Yeah,
we're in the mud for this one, bro.
Yeah, but Scotland as well just didn't help themselves, did they? But yeah, I mean, yeah, we are in the mud for that one.
Yeah. So what are you saying for this? Going forward, are we expecting a lot less from Scotland against England? Because we're going to be talking about that in a bit.
Yeah, Scotland again whooped by England. I can't lie.
Yeah, I did that then. It's going to be a topic for in a bit. But so you know what? I put a poll in the chat for everyone. So the games that I put were Portugal, Hungary, France, Germany, Scotland, Czech Republic, Ukraine, Netherlands. What's the best game of the tournament so far from those 4 games? Right? Let us know in the chat.
Did you put Wales, Turkey in there?
No, I did not put Wales, Turkey in there because that's for the second game week. We're going to talk about that in a second. So let's go through the rest of the predictions. Poland, Slovakia, we picked Poland. We took an L there. Spain, we took Spain to win 3-1. Big L. What's going on with Spain, bro? Spain doesn't look like they're going to do well.
What do you expect when you have Alvaro?
Big up, Josh. Josh says, big up, you two, love, a lot of respect. Thanks, Josh.
Big up, Josh. What do you expect when you have Alvaro Morata starting in goal? Right. I mean, starting up front, not starting goal. Starting up front for you. Right. What more do you expect? This guy is, I'm sorry to say, but he's horrible. He's horrible, man.
I don't expect nothing from them, man. You know
The
what I
guy is
expect? I expect them
horrible.
to kiss my shoe.
You know, they can have all the possession they want and things like that, but it was easy to play for Sweden to shut them out. And what's the name? Is it Isak or Isaac, or how do you pronounce his name?
Isaac.
He was brilliant. He was brilliant, man.
He was. He lived up to all the eye test merchants, what they were saying. But he didn't score a goal.
No, he didn't. He should have got an assist though. You know, when he got through those
talk about
defenders.
fantasy at the end of the video. Don't worry, guys.
When he got through those defenders and crossed the ball, he should have probably got an assist. Unfortunately, he didn't.
So remember this game,
did we get the Portugal one correct?
Yo, bro, you know how perfect we did this? 3-0 Portugal. First goal scored. The only thing we got wrong was Cristiano Ronaldo to get the first goal.
Yeah, he didn't score first. Damn, I didn't think we would get that one correct. Jeez.
We got it spot on, right? But then the next one, we got it wrong.
Yeah.
We got the winner right, at least. We predicted.
Yeah, we got the winner right. I knew France were gonna win. You know, they could have scored 3 goals. Obviously, 2 of them were offside. But my goodness, listen, my goodness, how good are France? Like, from defense, they have the most. When they say the most balanced and best team, they've got a very good goalkeeper. They've got a very, very good defense. They've got a very, very good midfield, and they've got a very, very good attack. Like, the team is just too good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let's just appreciate France for a second. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna get that picture from yesterday's game. Did you see the picture from yesterday's game? When you see all these guys standing next to each other, you really realize how much quality these guys are working with in comparison to everybody else. It's not even fair. Okay, first you just look at Benzema and Mbappe standing next to each other. Have we seen? When was the last time we've seen international country have so much options? Griezmann's looked at as a third fiddle now.
Yeah, he didn't really do anything, did he?
Bro, he was not useful at all in this game. But where is it? Where is the picture? This is it. This is it. This is the picture. This is the picture where I said, yo, look at this team. This team is a monstrosity in a good way. They have so many players. In this picture, you have Benzema, Pogba, Kante's hidden underneath that pile. You have Mbappe, you have Griezmann, you have Varane, and you have Rabiot.
Yeah. I mean, some people might say Rabiot's the shit one in the team, but even he's good. Even he's good, and he showed quality the other day. So there's just quality throughout the team in almost every single position. Hernandez, the left back, centre backs, Varane and Kimpembe, right back, Pavard, midfield, Pogba and Kante with Rabiot, up top, freaking Mbappe, Griezmann and Benzema. And then on the bench, they got Coleman, they got Dembele, they got Giroud. There's just so much quality in that team. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
But going back to another team who has quality, we really didn't mention it. Cristiano Ronaldo, man, showed up, did not do nothing the whole entire game and ended up with 2 goals.
he won the game, right?
He won the game, but he didn't do nothing the whole game and ended up with a penalty and a goal.
Listen, I see a lot of people saying this on social media. Oh, but they always say this about Bruno and all these other players. Oh, what did he do the whole game? And blah, 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 and blah, blah. Listen, he won the game. And at the end of the day, history will tell you that's all that matters. 10 years down the line, no one's going to care about who dropped a 10 out of 10, what you drew or lost. Give me someone that will give me a 0 out of 10, but win the game. I'll take that over someone that gives me a 10 out of 10 and not win the game. Winning games wins you scoring those winners or whatever wins you games, and they win you trophies. Simple as that.
I hear that. I hear that. Yo, now it's match prediction time for game week 1. So what was the prediction for the Russia game? Guess what? I predicted it beforehand and I got it perfect.
I mean game week 2.
Game week 2, yeah. Match prediction for game week 2. No, match day 2.
Yeah, match day 2, yeah.
Okay, so match prediction for match day 2, people. You know what the first prediction was? Monster?
Sure.
I got it spot on. 1-0 Russia. I predicted it perfectly. So these predictions I did them all by myself, but of course we can still change them. So 1-0 Russia. I got 6 points for that for us, right? Turkey, Wales. I got it wrong. But what was your prediction going to be?
I would have probably gone with Turkey as well.
Okay. Italy, Switzerland. You can't change it no
That's
more.
today,
Oh,
right?
You still can. You still can change it.
I
2-0.
would keep it. I would keep it about that. I'll keep it at that.
You keep it at 2-0? People in the chat, what do you say? Switzerland versus Italy. Who's gonna win? And what's the score gonna be? What's the score gonna be, people? 2-0. Yeah, someone else agrees with us, Monster, right there. There you go. So then the next game, Ukraine, Northern Macedonia, bro. I just go and slap 3-0.
You should expect Ukraine to win that game.
3-0 slapping, right? I'm not gonna lie to you. This one, it hurts to go against Denmark after the whole situation, but unfortunately, they're just not in the right mindset to be playing football.
Yeah, listen, the game's the game, man. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but yeah, the game is the game.
Yeah. Now, the next game that I need to ask people about is Netherlands, Austria. I think this is going to be a close game, you know. Netherlands might just squeak by, but Frank de Boer task. Austria looked really good. People,
Yeah, Austria did look.
Austria, who's going to win?
Netherlands, Austria. I think. Yeah, I would go with. Yeah, I probably would go with the Netherlands.
Yeah, someone said Netherlands 2-1. They agree with me. What about you guys in the chat? So you're going 2-1, Monster, or you want to change it?
I'll keep it at 2-1.
Keeping it at 2-1. For some reason, the chat is a little delayed. Someone said 3-0 Belgium, Lukaku, 2 goals. 3-1 Netherlands, someone else says. Interesting. What else we got? 2-0, 2-1, 3-2. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Sweden, Slovakia. I'm going with a 1-1 draw. I get Sweden did good versus Spain, but Slovakia did really good, and they impressed me versus Poland. They were one of the most impressive teams with their result. No one picked them to beat Poland. So I think 1-1 is fair. Or are you going with Slovakia, Monster?
Yeah, I'll go with 2-1 Slovakia.
I'll change it because I picked the majority of the other predictions. Croatia, Czech Republic. I went with Czech Republic to win. I mean, Croatia to win, but I'm thinking Czech Republic played really well, you know? Are we saying who are we to pick? Who are we going to pick in this scenario?
Croatia looked better than the Czech Republic, if I'm being honest with you. Czech Republic looks stale.
But they won 2-0, and it was amazing goals from Patrick Schick.
Yeah, but they did look. They've got, but Croatia lacked that forward that the Czech Republic have. I don't know. I will go with the Czech Republic over Croatia.
Okay. Everyone knows Poland is bad. People think because they got Lukaku that
Lewandowski.
True. I hear that. All right. England, Scotland. I went 2-0, people in the chat. What we saying? England, Scotland.
1-0.
England, Scotland, people. Predictions. Monster.
1-0.
It's coming home?
It's not coming on, but I think it'll be 1-0.
All right, people in the chat, let me know. England, Scotland. What's the score going to be? What's the score for the England-Scotland game? England, Scotland, question mark. What's the score going to be? I'm going 2-0. Are you going with 2-0, Monster?
I go 1-0.
1-0 again. Come on, they're gonna score at least 2 goals this game. England, Scotland.
Maybe.
Scotland.
You're asking for my prediction. I'm just saying 1-0.
Okay, I gotta change it because you disagreed with me. But let's go to the next one. The next one, just before we go to the next one, I need to ask the English. What are the people saying for England? We got. Look at this. You got 3-0 England, 1-1, 2-0 England, 1-0 England, 3-0 England. Okay, I like that. Next, Monster, this is the one where we're going to do France to score first, Mbappe to score first, and we're going to multiply by 2. Because I think we're going to get this right. Don't you agree?
4-0. Yeah. 3 or 4-0 sounds about right for France.
What about Mbappe to score first? Because he looked like the most threatening option in attack.
Mbappe to score first. Scoring first is so hard to predict, man.
But
I
if you were
would.
going to pick someone, you were going to pick Mbappe, right?
It would be Mbappe or Benzema.
Okay. Next. Let's see what people say in the chat, because this is the biggest game. The next game is the biggest game. And before I go to the biggest game, I'm going to get the poll up. What are people saying? Germany or Portugal?
Germany or
versus
Portugal.
But before we go to the Germany-Portugal game, let me just see what the people say about the France game. They're saying France 4-0, France 5-0, France 3-0, Benzema first, France 3-0. Yeah, I think Benzema first. Do you think Benzema will score before Mbappe?
Yeah, I just had that feeling he will.
Really? I think Mbappe was the most threatening player in that game, and it did not look like it was even close. Anyways, Monster, the poll just ended for who for the other poll that we just did. Who do you think got it for the game of the tournament so far?
Netherlands.
51% Netherlands,
Yeah.
31% France, 11% Portugal, and 3% Czech Republic. Game of the
Fair
Euro.
enough.
That's not bad. All right, so let's go to the next one. So who will win? Is it going to be Portugal or is it going to be Germany? That's the question. And in my opinion,
go on.
In my opinion, what I've seen from Germany, I can tell you right now, they're not it. What I've seen from Portugal, I can tell you they're pragmatic and they can score goals. And I feel like they are the better option in this game. What are you saying?
I would go with a draw, man, because you're right. Yes, Germany. The problem with Germany is not the defense. It's not necessarily the midfield. It's going forward, isn't it? Portugal as well looked like they did end up winning, but they looked like they did struggle. So I feel like this one will balance out and will be a draw. That's what I can see. I can see a draw, man.
Convince me to change it from Portugal win, because who in Germany is going to defensively control the game?
Bro, they were brilliant against France. If we're being honest, they were brilliant against France defensively. They were not horrible. It was an own goal France used to score.
Listen, France also scored 2 other goals, which were ruled
offside, which means that they were holding their line properly. So they did their job.
Listen, I'll tell you this. You're not going to tell me that Pepe and the defense of Pepe and Ruben Diaz, anyone in that Germany team is better defensively.
Pepe and Ruben Diaz, yeah, but Hummels, who was their defenders? Hummels, Rudiger, and who was the other one? I can't remember who the third person was.
Grind.
Huh?
Grind. The Grind guy. Gernard.
Ginter.
Ginter, yeah.
I think it was Ginter. I think you meant Ginter.
Ginter, yeah.
They were brilliant against France. They were really good.
I'm not having it. What about the fact that their attack was lackluster? And
but that's why I said that's where they balance out.
Serge Gnabry missed a sitter. You had things. Gundogan missed a shot inside the box. You had Morata, not Morata. Why did I say Morata? You had Timo Werner doing a Morata impression. But in the other hand, you have Portugal just doing whatever they do.
Nah, but Portugal was against Hungary, man. Even Portugal, they scored their goals late on. The whole game, they were struggling. Similar. I think this one will be a draw. I think this one could be a 0-0.
1-1?
0-0.
Monster, I'm going to have to overrule you.
If you want to, it's fine. That's fine, bro.
But remember, if I overrule you and we get it wrong, next time, I have to go with whatever you say.
Fair enough.
Now, Poland, Spain. Last game, 2-0. That's what I'm going with. Do you agree with that?
I'll go with 1-0. Spain are really, I do believe they'll win, but Spain are really struggling to score.
Okay. 1-0, safe, very safe. I like that. And then I'm just going to show the people. Everyone was asking about the fantasy league. Everyone's obsessed with fantasy, so we're going to show them the fantasy, but the video is pretty much done. Where is my team? Let me log into my team, log out, and then log in with my account. Where is it? Okay, here we go. So the fantasy league, J City Fantasy Hoops. Yeah. So number one right now in the J City Fantasy Hoops is Justin. This is the leader right now in the J City Fantasy Hoops. You got Justin, Euro 2021. You have Ethan, who was with his name England. You have Euro 2021 predictions, number 3. You have Honcho, tied for number 3, right? Yeah. Do you recognize any of these names? I recognize Honcho,
I know
Nasser,
Hancho, but
Veshvalve,
Vishalan, no. Velvishwan, I recognize Velvishwan.
Josh. Was that Velvishwan? Where was he?
I saw
Oh,
he's
there
there.
he is. Velvishwan, Biryani FC. Yeah, bro. I'm nowhere near the top. You want to see where I am? This is me right here. There I am. I'm tied for 50. But yo, you want to laugh? You know.
I was just laughing at a comment. There's a comment down there that said, "Monster, why you snitch yesterday?"
Yeah, you know where the guy at the bottom is.
Ram.
Rams at the bottom. Look at this. Dizzy. Bunda FC.
This guy, man.
Who's this?
What Aaron is that?
Look at that. One of my haters. Oh man, funny stuff. But yo, people, big up to them. Big up to the people. Oh, do you guys want to see my team? Let me show you guys my team. Yo, Monster, I don't know why you didn't get into fantasy. Fantasy's lit.
I don't do fantasy because to me, I'll just be too biased. That's why I don't do it.
Yeah, so I already have 3 points in the bag with Golovin. So this is my team, ladies and gentlemen. This is my team. So as you can see, I got Kane, Lukaku, Yamalenko, Insigne, Gini Wijnaldum, Raheem Sterling, Golovin. What's the guy from Italy? The left back. What's his name? How do you say it? Spinazzola. Zinchenko, and then Tim Müller. Right now on my bench, I have Lloris, Mbappe, Hernandez, and Alaba. So in the case that anyone does bad, I have Lloris to come replace Donnarumma. In the case that either Kane or any of those guys do bad, I can replace them with Mbappe. In the case that my defenders do bad, I have defenders to replace them with. So I am prepared. I have everything covered. But yo, big up to the people watching. That's my fantasy team. You guys have yourselves a wonderful day. And you know what, Monster, big up to you for doing another video. And big up to everyone in the chat. You already know what it is. Appreciate the peeps. Let's just see what they got to say before we go. Any questions, people? Oh, have we talked about everything? Yeah, we talked about everything. We mentioned everything. There's just one thing I gotta ask you, bro. What's your prediction for the game for the game week 2 game of the week?
It's I don't know. I'm gonna sound a bit biased, big game biased when I say obviously Germany, Portugal. I just feel like we might have some fireworks coming out of that game. What else is there? I don't know. I'll say Germany, Portugal. I know that's biased. That's big game bias, isn't it?
I think the biggest game in the second round is going to be Belgium are going to destroy Denmark.
That too.
What? Denmark is going to get destroyed.
Don't forget England and Scotland because just the rivalry itself.
Oh, yeah, England, Scotland too. No, but France, Hungary. Who's going to score more in the France-Hungary game, or what do you think? The France-Hungary game or the Facebook? What did I say? Facebook. The France-Hungary game or the Belgium-Denmark?
Yeah.
Yo, what are these people talking about Twitter for? Oh yeah, forget about that, guys. Tell us
are they still talking about the Twitter situation? Hey, it's not that deep, man. I spoke to the gentleman, and he said we're cool, man. We're cool.
There you go. And respectfully to any trolls, tell them do what they got to do. Anyways, we're out of here, people. You already know what it is. The Kitty G on EGTV. And if you guys haven't already checked out Monster's channel, Monster CFC, I don't know what you're waiting for. Man's about to crack the 10K subs, getting people to coming over. Always trying to jack his flow, you know what I mean? But yo, we out of here, people. Peace out. Yeah.